Welcome. If you've ever tried to quit smoking, you know how hard it can be. It's not just about willpower. It's about breaking a habit that's deeply wired into your brain. You might have tried to quit before, using patches, or cold turkey, or distractions. Maybe you lasted a few days. Maybe even weeks. But the craving always came back. What if I told you? The solution isn't to fight the craving, but to understand it? Let's explore how mindfulness can help you quit smoking, and the science behind why it works. So, what is mindful smoking? Mindful smoking means paying full attention to the act of smoking. No distractions. No phone. No multitasking. Just you, your breath, your body, and the cigarette. You notice the smell. You feel the heat in your throat. You watch the craving rise, and you watch it fade. You don't judge the experience. You just become aware of it. And here's the surprising part: once you really see it for what it is, you may stop wanting it at all. Why is smoking so hard to quit? Because it becomes automatic. You feel stress, you light a cigarette. You feel bored, you light a cigarette. You don't even think about it. Your brain has learned a loop: trigger, craving, smoke, relief. And that loop becomes stronger over time. But mindfulness interrupts that loop by bringing awareness to it. Now, let's talk about the science. When you crave a cigarette, certain parts of your brain light up. These include the anterior cingulate cortex, the insula, and the ventral striatum. These areas control emotions, habits, and reward-seeking behavior. In one study, participants were shown smoking cues, like pictures of cigarettes, while undergoing a brain scan. When they simply observed the craving mindfully, activity in the craving centers of the brain went down. The emotional urge got weaker. And the connection between craving and action was disrupted. Another study taught people just 10 minutes a day of simple body-mind training. They were not even told to quit smoking. But after just 2 weeks, many of them naturally smoked fewer cigarettes. Their brains showed more activity in the prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for self-control, and less activity in the parts of the brain that fuel addiction. In short, their brains started to rewire themselves. Mindfulness also changes your experience of smoking itself. When you smoke without distractions, you notice the bitterness, the tightness in your chest, the chemical taste on your tongue. The illusion starts to fade. You see smoking not as relief, but as discomfort. In fact, some smokers who practiced mindful smoking for just a few days reported feelings of disgust instead of pleasure. This is not just psychological. This is your brain changing how it responds to cigarettes. And perhaps most importantly, mindfulness trains you to be with discomfort, without reacting to it. Cravings feel intense, but they are temporary. They rise like a wave. And they pass. Mindfulness teaches you to observe that wave, instead of being pulled under. You learn to surf the urge. To pause. To choose. So how do you begin? Next time you smoke, do it mindfully. Don't scroll your phone. Don't talk. Don't rush. Just sit. Feel the cigarette in your hand. Notice the smoke in your lungs. Pay attention to the craving in your body. Do this again and again. Soon, the craving loses its grip. And smoking becomes something you no longer need. Want to learn how to practice this step by step? Check out our video on how to do mindful smoking. It's a simple, guided experience you can follow during your next cigarette. The link is in the description below. Mindfulness doesn't force you to quit. It helps you see clearly. And when you see clearly, change happens naturally. This isn't magic. It's neuroscience. And it works. Thank you for listening. If this helped you see smoking in a new light, drop a like. Share it with someone who's trying to quit. and don't forget to subscribe for more science-backed mindfulness tools for personal change. Hit the bell so you don't miss a single mindful moment.